Good evening, this is GCN English News Edition, and you're watching with me, Nim Hoi Kim Kong Sai. First, the headlines. Thado MP rejects TCI as unmandated, condemns Thado is not cookie, slogan as divisive. Donald Trump claims victory in U.S. presidential elections. News in detail. In a farm rebuttal, the Thado MP General Headquarters, the leading organizations of Thado tribe, has strongly condemned the Thado Community International (TCI) convention held in Guwahati, dismissing TCI as an unauthorized body lacking the authority to represent the Thado people. The Thado MP General Headquarters expressed its disapproval of the resolutions and statement from the TCI convention, labeling them null and void, and criticized the prominent slogan "Thado is not cookie" as an emotional outburst driven by the divisive mentality within factions of any Kuki tribe, AKT. Jongpu Kipgen, president of Thado MP General Headquarters, said that the convention held from October 31 to November 2 was conducted without the knowledge or endorsement of Thado MP, the legitimate apex body representing the Thado tribe. Kipgen stressed that TCI does not have any mandate to speak on behalf of the Thado community, casting doubt on the legitimacy of its resolution. In response to TCI's slogans "Thado is not cookie," Kipgen explained that the Thado community is historically and culturally linked to the broader Kuki identity, and such affiliations cannot be easily erased, he said. The Thado identity has deep-rooted ties to the Kuki community, similar to other indigenous groups in Manipur. He suggested that the rejections of Kuki label could undermine the Thado tribe's heritage and shared history with other Kuki groups. Kipgen also noted that the slogan is a reactionary move, potentially motivated by sentiments of supremacy among certain AKT members, which contradicts the establishment cultural affiliations and unity valued by the Thado people. The Thado MP General Headquarters reiterated that TCI statements do not align with the views of the broader Thado populations and should not be viewed as representative. Moreover, Thado MP urged cautions against rhetoric that could fragment the community, stressing that the importance of preserving the unity and cultural ties shared with the larger Kuki identity.
The convention held under the aegis of the Thado Community International at Guwahati from 31st October to 2nd November 2024 was held without the knowledge and consent of the Thado MP General Headquarters, which is the apex body of the Thado tribe. Hence, the Thado MP General Headquarters denounces all resolutions, declarations made therein in the convention as null and void. Thado is not Kuki was the main slogan of the convention held in Guwahati from the said dates. The Thado MP General Headquarters, the apex body of the Thado tribe, strongly denounces the slogan. It is an undeniable fact that Thado is a distinct recognized tribe, similar to other tribes native to the state. However, its association with the Kuki nomenclature cannot be denied overnight. Rejection to the Kuki by the Thado Community International is seen or taken to be as an emotional outburst of the TCI because of the supremacist mentality of the members of the.
The organization's reaffirmed its commitment to safeguarding the Thado tribe's position within the Kuki umbrella, warning that TCI's divisive stance may create discord and harm the cultural integrity of the community. Tuibung SDO Division yesterday distributed relief materials to 7,192 beneficiaries. Distributed materials include rice, 400.83 bags, dal 81.80 bags, potatoes 63.80 bags onions, 20.25 bags. Mustard oil, 50.30 liters, tin fees, 699 packets. Spices, 20.57 kg. Lamka SDO division distributed relief materials to 5,630 beneficiaries. Distributed items included rice, 313.83 bags, dal, 64.20 bags, potatoes, 51 bags, onions, 15.79 bags, mustard oil, 39.40 liters, tin feast, 549 packets, spices, 17.70 kg. Singat SDO division distributed materials to 906 beneficiaries. Distributed items were relief materials included rice 50.62 bags, dal 10.40 bags, potatoes 8 bags, onions 2.60 bags, mustard oil 6.30 liters, tin fees 89, spices 3 kg. Cyclist SDO division distributed materials to 1,052 beneficiaries. Materials included were rice 58.67 bags, dal 12.10 bags, potatoes 9.50 bags, onions 2.90 bags, mustard oil 7.30 liters, tin feast 103 packets, spices 3.40 kg. Sangay Kot SDO divisions distributed materials to 882 beneficiaries. Items were rice 49.20 bags, dal 10.10 bags, potatoes 8.20 bags, onions 2.60 bags, mustard oil 6.20 liters, tin feast 87 packets, spices 2.90 kg. Total relief materials distributed are rice 873.15 bags, dal 178.60 bags, potatoes 140.50 bags, onions 44.14 bags, mustard oil 109.50 liters, tin fees 1,527 packets, spices 47.57 kg. Number of relief centers 93, total beneficiaries 15,662. The district administration has been continuously supplying essential necessities to relief centers since June last year. Mizoram cyclist Valalomzwala Verti LZ Verti has completed a 17,043 kilometer cycling journey across 28 states and 5 union territories of India, carrying the message of clean air under the theme Right to Clean Air as part of Mission Life. The Mizoram Populations Control Board organized a warm welcoming ceremony for Verti at the MC Hall, Dortlang, Aizawl on Tuesday. Verti embarked on his All India cycling tour on January 25 and returned to Mizoram on October 31. After 286 days on the road, speaking to India Today Northeast, Verti shared the challenges he faced during his journey. During these 9 months, I experienced all kinds of weather from snow and extreme cold at Ladakh's Umlingla to sandstorms and extreme heat in Rajasthan, as well as extreme humidity in South India and monsoons in Uttarakhand and neighboring states, he said. I also often fell ill with an upset stomach as my body couldn't adapt to the variety of cuisines. However, Verti expressed immense pride in sharing information about Mizoram and its culture with the people he met during his journey. I felt a great sense of pride in showing people on my map where Mizoram is located, as many had not even heard of my state, he added. Verti extended his gratitude to the populations control boards across various states for their warm welcome, as well as to his wife family, the Mizoram Cycling Associations, MICA, and Mizo missionaries who hosted and supported him during his journey. The governor of Mizoram, Dr. Haribabu Gambhampati, hosted a reception and facilitation ceremony for Verti at a banquet hall, Rasbhavan, where he was presented with a memento and a cash incentive of rupees 10,000 as a token of appreciation. The governor lauded Verti's challenging success and the impactful message he carried on clean air, stating that his effort and dedications have brought a proud moment for Mizoram. He reiterated the urgent need to address rapid climate change and emphasized that Verti's campaign will inspire positive change and raise awareness among the public. Verti's journey took him through several states, starting from Mizoram and Tripura in January, followed by a route through South Assam, Meghalaya, Assam, North-West Bengal, East Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Odisha in February. In the following months, he traversed Chhattisgarh, East Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, Delhi, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Manipur before returning to Mizoram. Frustrated by the lack of response to their demands, students of North-Eastern Hill University (NEHU) initiated an indefinite hunger strike on November 5th. They also declared a complete lockdown of the university starting November 6th. The students of the university have put forward a range of demands, including the removal of the registrar and deputy registrar, the appointment of a pro-vice-chancellor for the Torah campus, the prompt holding of PGSU elections, and the provisions of basic amenities, following a meeting with Vice-Chancellor Professor Prabha Sankar Shukla. Tony Ho Karsati, the General Secretary of the NEHU Students' Union, expressed that the VC was not willing to address the long-standing demands that have been repeatedly submitted through various memorandums. The protest has gained support from the KSU NEHU unit and the Meghalaya Tribal Teachers Association at NEHU. Meanwhile, the university's non-teaching staff are also on a strike, demanding that their issues are addressed. Earlier this week, the Garo Students' Union GSU wrote to Vice-Chancellor of North-Eastern Hill University (NEHU) NEHU, Professor Prabha Sankar Shukla, demanding the appointment of a pro-vice-chancellor at the university's Tura campus. Additionally, the union called for the immediate conduct of the PGSU election, stating that students need an officially organized union to represent their grievances and effectively advocate the vital link between the student body and the administration. In a letter to VC Shukla, the GSU said, "We put forth our request that the post of the pro-vice-chancellor be immediately reoccupied with sense of urgency and responsibility." Assam government has suspended 5 Assam Civil Services ACS officers for allegedly neglecting their elections-related duties. The officers, Konkonyoti Saikia, Prismita Dihingya, Jintu Sharma, Saros Kumar Deka, and Kabiasri Dihingya, were assigned to election posts in line with Elections Commission protocols, but reportedly failed to assume their designated roles. The recent transfer of these officers to elections-related duties was part of routine administrative procedures to support the Elections Commission's operational needs. However, despite official directives, none of the officers reported for duty, prompting the Assam government to take disciplinary action. In response to the failure to comply, the government has also mandated a departmental inquiry to investigate the circumstances that led to this lapse. This inquiry will aim to determine whether the officers' actions constitute negligence or if other factors contributed to their absence from duty. In a major boost to country's self-reliance initiative, the Indian Army has inducted 550 Assam machine pistols into its Northern Command. The weapon has been developed by Colonel Prasad Manshoot of the Indian Army in partnership with the Defense Research and Development Organizations (DRDO) and is being manufactured by an Indian company in Hyderabad. This Made in India weapon underscores the Army's commitment towards Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. The benefit of a bullpup weapon is that the weapon's overall length can be significantly decreased without reducing the barrel length. The Asmi machine pistol is specifically designed for close quarter combat and specialized operations. Its unique semi-bullpup design allows for versatile single-handed operations, functioning effectively as both a pistol and a submachine gun. This induction marks a significant step towards country's defense manufacturing sector, reinforcing the Indian Army's resolve to achieve self-sufficiency and drive indigenous innovation. Bullet-riddled bodies of a 45-year-old woman and her 3 children aged 25, 17, and 15 were found at their home in Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi this morning. The husband was missing and police suspect that he could have played a role in the killings. Hours later, the husband's body was recovered from a construction site. It has a bullet wound and police suspect he died by suicide. The Bhadaini locality of Varanasi woke up to an incident that will haunt the residents for life. Rajendra Gupta's home has 20-odd families staying as tenants. This morning, neighbors found the door closed till late. The maid entered the house to find the bodies of Neetu, 45 years, Navanendra, 25, Gaurangi, 16, and Subhendra Gupta, 15. Rajendra was missing. Hours later, he was found dead too. Police suspect that Gupta murdered his family and then shot himself. Before Gupta's body was found, senior police officer Gaurav Banswal told the media that police found the bodies this morning. An elderly woman here said a family dispute led to the murders, he said. The senior cop said Rajendra Gupta was named and accused in multiple murder cases in the past and was currently out on bail. The condition of the body suggests that they were sleeping and when they were shot dead. Prima facie, it appears a pistol was used. We have found bullet casing. Police say they would also investigate if the property dispute led to the crime, considering that the family owns many properties. Rajendra Gupta ran a country-made liquor business, owned 8 to 10 houses, and earned lakhs every month as rent. Rajendra Gupta, police said, has faced multiple cases of murder in the past and was out on bail. Among the cases against him was one that accused him of murdering his father, brother, and sister-in-law. Neetu was Gupta's second wife, and police has been told that they would quarrel frequently. Gupta, it is learned, stayed elsewhere for over a year and had come home for Diwali. Some reports also claim that he was in touch with a tantric who led him to murder his family, but police have not confirmed this and say they are probing every angle. 2 students died and 3 others were critically injured in a road accident on Gurugram Sona elevated flyover on Monday. As per reports, the accident took place when a car carrying 3 students lost control, hitting a divider and crashing down onto a car and bike passing below. A purported video of the incident has now surfaced on social media. The incidents happened as Exit 18 and Dux 19 students of GED Jonka University and KR Mangalam University, respectively, were on their way to college along with their friend Dhruv. Near Alipur village, their car hit the divider, causing it to jump up and hit the flyover pillar. The impact was severe, and the vehicle's roof collided with the lower part of the flyover before the car plummeted onto another vehicle and a passing motorcycle. Aksit and Dux, both residents of Nathupur and Gitorni in Delhi, died on the spot. Dhruv, the third student, sustained serious injuries. In addition to this, Mohit and Sona resident driving the other car and Iswar, a biker from Palwal, were also critically injured. All injured individuals were taken to a nearby hospital for emergency treatment. Reports suggested the accident accused a massive traffic jam, with vehicles piling up on the highway. Police from Bonsich stations arrived at the scene using a crane to move the damaged vehicles to clear the roadway. It took nearly an hour to restore the traffic flow. Police have begun an investigations, reviewing CCTV footage from the area to determine the cause of the accident. Former Delhi Chief Minister and AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal on Monday strongly condemned the alleged Khalistani attack on a Hindu temple in Canada's Brampton. He asked the central government to take strict action against the culprits. Echoing the BJP stand on the incident, he said all political parties and Indians are standing shoulder to shoulder with the government of India. I strongly condemn the incident in Canada. The government of India should take strict action against the culprits, he wrote in a post on X. He added, on this issue, not only all the political parties of the country but all the 140 crore people of the country are standing shoulder to shoulder with the government of India. Kejriwal's statement came soon after the ruling at Admi Party AAP in Punjab also condemned the attack on the temple, saying the entire state is shocked by this incident. In a statement issued by the party, senior leader and cabinet minister Aman Arora said the entire state is shocked by the attack on the Hindu temple in Canada and noted that it deserved the utmost condemnations. Punjab is a secular state and violence based on religion is not part of its culture. Even during the dark days of terrorism in 1980s and 90s, there was no violence on religious grounds. Hindus and Sikhs in Punjab live together like family and have coexisted peacefully, he said. He further said Punjab is known for its brotherhood and social harmony, and people from all communities are upset by this incident. He too urged the central to raise this issue with the Canadian government in order to ensure that such incidents do not happen again. Protesters carrying Khalistani flags clashed with people at the Hindu temple in Brampton on Sunday, November 3. Peel Regional Police said a protest took place at the Hindu Sabha Mandir in Brampton, and unverified videos circulating on social media appeared to show demonstrators holding banners in support of Khalistan, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation reported. Donald Trump claimed victory and pledged to heal the country Wednesday, November 6, 2024, as result put him on the verge of beating Kamala Harris in a stunning White House comeback. His exuberant speech came despite the fact that only Fox News had declared him the winner, with no other U.S. networks having made the call so far. As jubilant supporters cheered and chanted USA, Trump took to the stage at his campaign headquarters in Florida, along with his wife Melania and several of his children. We are going to help our country heal, the Republican former president said. It's a political victory that our country has never seen before. U.S. networks have called the swing states of Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina for the 78-year-old, and he led the Democratic vice president in the others, although they have not been called yet. Grief swiftly descended on Harris' game. You won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow, Cedric Richmond, Harris' campaign co-chair, told a watch party in Washington as supporters left. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday congratulated Donald Trump after he was projected for a victory in the U.S. election. Heartiest congratulations, my friend, allies, real Donald Trump, on your historic elections victory. As you build on the successes of your previous term, I look forward to renewing our collaborations to further strengthen the India-US comprehensive global and strategic partnership. Together, let's work for the betterment of our people and to promote global peace, stability, and prosperity, he tweeted. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday congratulated Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump after he claimed victory in U.S. elections 2024. In a congratulatory post on X, Zelensky recalled his meeting with Trump in September when the duo discussed Ukraine-U.S. strategic partnership and ways to combat Russia's aggressions against Ukraine. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu congratulated Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump on Wednesday after he claimed victory in the U.S. elections 2024. Dear Donald and Melania Trump, congratulations on history's greatest comeback. Your historic return to the White House offers a new beginning for America and a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and America.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
This is a huge victory. In true friendship, yours, Benjamin and Sarah Netanyahu. Netanyahu posted on X. Israel's military said its Air Force struck the intelligence headquarters of Hezbollah's Syrian branch in a strike on Damascus on Monday. An attack, a war monitor said, killed 2 people. It was a rare acknowledgement by Israeli authorities of an attack against Syria. The military has intensified its strikes on targets in Syria since launching its war against Hezbollah in neighboring Lebanon more than a month ago. Warplanes conducted an aerial operations and struck Hezbollah terror targets belonging to Hezbollah's intelligence headquarters in Syria, the military said in a statement. The Syria branch includes an independent intelligence gathering, coordinations, and assessment network. The military said, aiding that the attack aimed to degrade Hezbollah's intelligence capabilities. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a Britain-based war monitor, said Israeli strikes killed 2 Hezbollah members near the Sayyada Zainab area south of Damascus, home to a Sikh sanctuary guarded by pro-Iran groups. The strikes hit a house used by members of Hezbollah and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard at the farm, the observatory said. Syria's foreign ministry condemned the attack, saying it targeted civilian areas south of Damascus and caused significant material damage. It did not refer to casualties. Syrian state media say that the strike occurred at approximately 5:18 p.m. and came from the directions of the occupied Golan Heights. Mehdi Mahfouz, a 34-year-old resident of the area, said he heard 3 successive explosions, one of which was very strong. Then I saw a large black cloud of smoke rising, Mahfouz added. The blasts were hot in the neighboring Zaramana suburb of Damascus, and AFP photographers said, as ambulances headed to the area. Since the Syrian civil war began in 2011, Israel has carried out hundreds of strikes a day, mainly targeting army positions and Iran-backed fighters, including from Hezbollah. A Pakistani got shot and wounded 2 Chinese nationals working in a textile mill in the southern port city of Karachi on Tuesday. but authorities said the attack was not related to militant violence. China has frequently demanded better security for its nationals working in Pakistan. Last month, 2 Chinese were killed in a suicide car bombing outside the Karachi airport. Thousands of Chinese are in Pakistan to work for Beijing's multi-billion-dollar Belt and Road Initiative, which is building major infrastructure projects. An unknown number of Chinese are also working at factories in the country. Suhal Zokyo, the spokesperson for the Provincial Home Department, said the guard involved in the textile mill attack was arrested and police are still investigating to determine why the man to open fire. He said the wounded Chinese were taken to a hospital. Pakistan has said it is committed to providing full security to Chinese working in the country. North Korea on Tuesday fired multiple short-range ballistic missiles towards its eastern sea, the South Korean military said, as the country continues its weapons demonstrations hours before the U.S. presidential election. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said the missiles flew about 400 kilometers to 50 miles, but didn't specify how many were fired. Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Isaba said they landed in waters outside of Japan's exclusive economic zone, and there were no immediate reports of damage. The launches came days after North Korean leader Kim Jong-un supervised a flight test of the country's newest intercontinental ballistic missile designed to reach the U.S. mainland. In response to that launch, the United States flew a long-range B-1B bomber in the trilateral drill with South Korea and Japan on Sunday in a show of force. That drew condemnations from Kim's powerful sister, who on Tuesday accused North Korea's rivals of raising tensions with aggressive and aventuristic military threats. South Korean officials have said that North Korea was likely to dial up its military display around the U.S. presidential election to command the attentions of Washington. South Korea's military intelligence agency said last week that North Korea has also likely completed preparations for its 7 nuclear tests. Outside officials and analysts say North Korea eventually hopes to use an expanded nuclear arsenal as leverage to win concessions such as sanctions relief after a new U.S. president is elected. There are widespread views that Kim Jong-un would prefer a win by Republican candidate Donald Trump, with whom he engaged in high-stakes nuclear diplomacy in 2018-19, seeing him as a more likely counterpart to give him what he wants than Democratic candidate Kamala Harris. During campaigning, Harris says she won't cozy up to tyrants and dictators like Kim Jong-un who are rooting for Trump. North Korea claimed that last week the Hwasong-19 it tested on October 31 was the world's strongest ICBM, but experts say the solid-fuel missile was too big to be useful in war. Experts say North Korea has yet to acquire some critical technologies to build a functioning ICBM, such as ensuring that the warhead survives the harsh conditions of atmospheric re-entry. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.